guys? We're back. Today is a day, the day specifically, that God, someone's gonna have to clean that up, and it's hopefully not gonna be me. Today is the day that we are going to start the pressure washing, and it is going to be glorious and great, and everything is going to be glorious and great. But first, we got to get over to that there track shed building all the way on the horizon up there. My boss, Randy, he's a G. He's a very cool boss. He's a very nice man. Except when I do stupid things, then he gets a little angry, but that's very understandable because I'd be doing stupid things sometimes. He sent an email out about that, gave me a work order, basically said just do from the bottom of the press box down, and yeah, it's just the whole bleachers, everything. So I did blow this out last week on, I think it was Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Because Friday it rained, so I figured no one would be up there screwing around. The only things up there are gonna be things that just will not come off normally. And they're gonna have to be either scraped or pressure washed off. I don't know what all this confetti is about, dude. And I know it was not here on Friday. And they have turf like laid out. Come on. What the? Look at that, there's like a pile of sand. What in the world? Dog. It's all wet now. Oh, crap. Well, now I gotta look again for it. Dude, they just bagged it in under the... What is going on here? I guess we'll just go ahead and open this guy up and get the pressure washer out. And thus begins chapter 1, the setup. The setup is literally just me getting set up, setting up the pressure washer, learning how to pressure wash the most efficient way, and everything in between. So yeah, to put this in perspective as well, this was about 6:30 or 7 o'clock in the morning. I was pretty tired. I was not ready for this. But we get up and we do it anyway, because that's what you gotta do. Man, like, look at this. All this confetti was not here. Oh my God. Stadium time. Woo. God, and there's confetti up here too. What event did they have that warranted that much confetti? I don't know. There's so much confetti though. First order of business is getting the random crap out of here. Like this, I don't even know what this is. Like a seat cushion, I think. Yoink. Onto the track you go. Well, so much for I already blew out the stand. I mean, look at this, man. I'm gonna go ahead and move the bell here. Should we sound the bell? Yeah. The bell has been sounded. God. Ugh. And then the bell is gonna keep sounding. You can see over there where it's just sat for like a year and no one's moved it. So something I failed to mention here is that all 4 tires were actually flat, and those little oval shaped tracks where the tires sat, that was actually from the rubber on the tires just sitting there and slightly melting into the steel on the bleachers. It was not fun to move. You can see me struggle with it here.
with all 4 tires being flat, and the fact that this thing was completely made of just solid steel, it was real heavy and it was real uncooperative. I ended up just like shoving it up the stairs pretty much, just lifting it the best way I could.
And I'm gonna just store this guy in here for now. Woo! Woo! And now, and only now, are we ready to pressure wash. Everything's out of the way. We got everything almost set up, minus the hoses. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that home sign, but I will find a way. I can guarantee you that. Oh yeah, that lands right on it. Flump. They call me Sir Flumpin', because I be dumping or something. I'm gonna back this guy up to about here, go down there, get the hose hooked up. We're gonna film a little bit of head cam footage, switch to time lapse, set this guy on a bench somewhere. So you guys got the easy job. You guys just get to watch me work. You don't actually have to be out here hooking up hoses and stuff like me. This set of hose right here is gonna be used to reach all the way over there, which is gonna be fun. Not really. I need to get the little water hose thingy-mabop key from the Gator. We got everything almost set up here. Believe it or not, it's all coming together. So I think we'll start with a 25 degree, see where that takes us here. Open sesame. God. Well, that's scary. Okay. I'm just gonna leave you down here so I don't have to carry it in my pocket and possibly lose it. Well, I hear some going up there. Oh, and it's coming out of the hose connector. Awesome. Do it come out the gun though? Well, if that isn't exactly what I said was gonna happen. All right, guys. I had to get a couple adjustable wrenches. What's up? Ugh. I had to get a couple adjustable wrenches to get them hoses off because yeah, they don't like to come off. They're pretty not rusty, but like they're just a little bit green, a little corroded, got some minerals built up. But hey, I mean, look, the sun's out and it's blinding me. Awesome. I think I'm just gonna keep this thing around in case I need to run back and get more tools out. So here we are, back once again. Now we just tighten this guy down as much as we possibly can, which is gonna be a lot. All right, we don't got any leaks anywhere, so that's good. Now, we start up our engines. Okay. Can actually start doing my job. Let's go. We got pressure. Oh, we got pressure, all right. All right, we got room now. want my music stuff. So I wanted to come on here while this time lapse was going and kind of tell you guys about setting up the pressure washer for the first time. So I'm not very familiar with pressure washers at all, really. So I didn't know that you had to release all the pressure in the lines to put the tip on the wand, because there wasn't water like actively flowing through it. So I thought, you know, it wouldn't really matter, but apparently it does. Once I figured that out, I was able to get the tip on. I also figured out that if you just kind of rotate it and pull up on the lock, it'll go in a lot easier. Second problem I had was the ring that attached the hose to the pressure washer was kind of corroded about halfway through, and it would not turn with the strength I had in my hands. So I had to run back to the school with that little green gator and get a couple adjustable wrenches. That one wasn't really a big problem though. It was just kind of leaking, and I wanted to make sure I was getting all the pressure so I could clean as efficiently as possible. And thirdly, flat tires. Now, this would become a problem a lot later on, but for now, all I knew was the right tire on the washer itself was a little bit flat, but it was manageable. And that bell up there that I had to move, it had all 4 tires completely flat, and there was residue where it sat, and that was pretty nasty. But eventually, setting up the pressure washer would really just become a breeze. Alright guys, we are pretty much done. I got a couple more rows to go, and then we're gonna be good. I want to put you guys on here so that I can show you the very bottom here where the trash can is, because it's pretty dirty. It's pretty nasty. There's a lot of dirt in these steps, man. Yeah, look at that. Look at all that dirt in there, man. That's black. So yeah, there was a lot of dirt in the cracks of the steps right there where they formed together. Same thing with those fixtures right there. You can see me just blasting dirt out of there. There was so much in there. That's why they really need this pressure washed in the spring, and they can't just wait till summer. But yeah, a lot of this pollution will just sit in there and all the dirt and everything. Also, I'm about to clean that ring. I know y'all are probably anxiously awaiting it, and it's as good as you think it is. That's where the trash can usually goes. And now, as you can see, all that dirt that's been sitting there ever since summer, going through a whole football season, a whole soccer season, and a little bit of like starting track. You can see like all this dirt and stuff is just everywhere. But yeah, I'm trying to focus as much as I can on making this look as good as possible, but without soap, I really can't do a whole lot. But a good portion of it does come up, so that's good. Oh, that was satisfying. And hey, if you enjoyed that as much as I did, maybe consider subscribing to the Big Don YouTube channel. We do cool stuff around here. Much like this, and maybe more. I don't know. You might just have to subscribe and find out exactly what we're doing. But yeah, so, sorry about the engine noise over that subtitled bit there. I don't have like a real expensive microphone. I'm just using the mic that's on the GoPro Hero 12 that I used to record this. So, yeah, sorry about that. Again, you know, this is just my job. You know, recording is not my #1 priority. My #1 priority is always going to be just getting everything clean. So, you know, and the more equipment I add, the more in-depth I have to go, and the more time it takes me to do stuff like that. So, you know, at the end of the day, I'm just doing my job. I got the GoPro on because it's really convenient and it doesn't take up any time. It'd be the same as just me like changing the song on my phone or something like that. It takes very little time. So like I mentioned, this is also a GoPro Hero 12, which is a really good camera, honestly, for all things considered. I bought this thing for, I think, like $500 or $600 at Best Buy. It came with a head strap, a little tripod, and an extra battery, and all the bells and whistles that you would need. It didn't come with like a gyro, which if you don't know is like a motion stabilizer.
So what you're seeing is literally just this thing mounted to a head strap, which is on my head, and it's really smooth. It has like motion stabilizing in the camera, which I think is really nice, and yeah, it really turned out good. All this footage looks really good. And with that, Chapter 1 is finally over. But don't be sad, because Chapter 2 is here. Chapter 2 is entitled The Grind. I entitled it The Grind because really this is just starting out, so there's still a whole lot left to do. There's a whole week of pressure washing ahead of me, and I know I just gotta get in there and get everything clean. And that, my friends, if that's not a grind, I don't know what is. So yeah, Chapter 2 is just gonna be mostly time-lapse footage, really, because I didn't wear a lot of head cam. I was just trying to, grind, just try and get everything done.
Alright, what is going on? We're back in it once again. So yeah, there's a lot of this tape that the sports commentator, Mr. Mike Fisher, hell of a guy by the way, put down here to keep his cables from going, because people were obviously walking through here a lot, and so he didn't want any of his cables to go anywhere. Smart move, but now they're here. Now I gotta get them up. Most of the time they're gonna just peel up like this, which is really not a big problem, but sometimes they don't want to come up all the way, which is why I have the scraper. Old Rusty. Throw all that away. Yeah, so I mean, once we get this stuff up, it's really, I don't think there's any more duct tape around, so it shouldn't be that big of a problem. Scraper really ain't doing too much different. It's helping get like some of the stringy residue left behind off of there, but it ain't really getting everything that I want off. Man, that stuff is just not wanting to go at all. That sucks. We'll give her the old pressure washer treatment and they'll go. Or they'll have to suffer my consequence, which is trying slightly harder. Yeah, we'll go ahead and throw all this crap away. And then I guess we're just gonna move the pressure washer down and get back to it. So I'll see you guys there.
If you'll direct your attention to the top left of the screen, you'll see a wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man flailing around like he does. He's a little goofy, he likes to dance, and I just kinda let him because he has fun. But yeah, like I said guys, I kinda wish I could have thrown some soap down, but with only a week to do it, I really did not have that much time. Throwing soap down takes a good amount of time. You have to mix the soap in a bucket and throw it down, or you have to get a separate pressure washer and pressure wash with that instead. And since the other one we have is only electric, it's not going to generate as much power as, say, the gas-powered one that I'm using right here. So yeah, once I get to the summer, I'm pretty much gonna have to soap that whole thing down and get all the pollution and stuff off of the parts that I couldn't get it off of. But the nice thing is, this spring wash gets a lot of the dirt and the grime and the debris that has settled ever since the spring or the summer of the previous year. I was able to get a lot of that out. And I did get a lot of it out. It was nasty. There was probably like a good bucket full of just black pollution, just like random decomposing parts of nature like seeds and trees and dirt and stuff like that. And getting all that out of the bleachers is really going to help everything. And it's really going to make the sitting experience for everyone a lot more comfortable. Because no one likes to sit down next to a bunch of dirt and just have to kind of shuffle away from it and, pretend it's not there. And everyone notices that. The kids notice it, the parents notice it, the staff notices it. So it's really important that you get most of the dirt and everything off of here.
Yeah, I'm only going to the halfway post there, and then I'm stopping. The nice thing is, whenever I encounter like gum, I can just kind of blast it away. I don't have to chip at it for a while, usually. Some of them are pretty stuck on there. Been there since the fall, probably. Yeah, it's done pretty good. Really, nothing too bad. There's some tape all the way at the top. I think you can see it there. That is not wanting to come off. And also, like, some blue handprints on there that I guess just no one ever discovered. It's like a little kid's, like, just sticks their hands in blue paint and just laid them right on the steel, and I'm like, oh. And of course those don't want to come off either. It's screaming in my ear right now. Yeah, I like it. Not a lot. I love that shit. Alright. We are, but we only have 6% battery left. So with that, guys, I'm gonna go shut the water off and go get Mickey D's breakfast, hopefully before they close. So yeah, I will see you after lunch. Guys, what is going on? So lunch has been had. It was good. It was also breakfast. The sun came back out, which means that my feet are not going to be as cold, hopefully. Cause yeah, it's pretty cold. I aired my feet off a little bit earlier, just because the water got into my boots and my socks are all wet and it's bad. So I got another bit of hose that I didn't realize we had. Jeff, the day shift janitor, told me we had some extra hose, so I got some of that. I also got my battery pack so that I can charge my other battery, because it's been like 2 hours and both my batteries are already dead. So yeah, I'm kind of glad I got that battery pack now. Okay, grab all of our tools of the trade here and head up. All right, so before we start doing anything all crazy like, take this guy off of here. Maybe. Dang, man. All these connections are like really tight.
So a couple things here. You'll see in the time lapse in just a second, I actually just start pushing things back the way that I just cleaned. And then about halfway through, I realized what I was doing. And I was like, what am I doing? And I started pushing it back towards the left like I'd been doing. But, also, speaking of pushing all the dirt and debris out to the left, something stupid that I realized is, pushing it to the left is kind of a dumb idea because that just pushes it all down to the concrete and then it flows into the plaza. Whereas if I push it off to the right, then it'll all go onto the handicap ramp, which I have to clean anyway. And since I go top to bottom, it's not that big of a deal. So yeah, that was just something that I had to learn the hard way after I was already about halfway done with all the bleachers, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna have to do it because I'm already here. So I just pushed everything off the left side and just had to clean it as soon as I did it. And yeah, it kind of sucked, but you know, the definition of success is just doing things better than you did it before. So next time, I aim to be successful. I aim to look at this footage and be like, hey, that was good, or hey, that was dumb, and improve upon it, or just keep everything the same. I don't know. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the time lapse. I'll quit blabbing.
Man, it's starting to warm up. I might just take the sweatshirt off. Yeah, basically what I've been doing as I've been going down is I've been hitting the underside of that, and the underside of this as I go down, and I'm just cleaning the sands out as I go. This little like footpath here.
Terrified somebody's gonna stick you in a cage. Maybe you're already in that cage. You build it yourself.
Well guys, I think it's about time to call it for this episode. If you did enjoy the video, don't worry, because this is only part 1 of 5. This episode was everything I got done in one day, so the next episode will be all the footage from the next day. Also, if you feel like it, go ahead and like the video. I don't get money from these videos because I don't meet all the requirements to get into the partnership program with YouTube. So your like really just tells me that you enjoyed the video. And with that said, shut her down.
I just want